I'm creating this one of the student drawings in the model. Right, this is how we learn to do it in class in Revit. We're taking detail lines, right, and I place the drawing just above, beyond the space here, to show you. So these are green lines that are drawn approximately where the stair begins, the horizontal projection, the width of the landing. So I'm going to measure these, right, from here to here is 6 feet 5 inches. That's 4 feet. That's the depth of the landing. The width of the stair, I could measure that, but it's pretty obvious that it's 4 feet. And I'm essentially going to use these dimensions, and this is a starting point for the stair, right? So let's draw the remainder of the guides. Okay, we're going to draw the stair widths. I'm going to draw them as detail lines. I'm going to draw one along the edge of the wall. Remember, these are just 2D lines. They don't appear in 3D. Then I'm going to take one and draw one 4 feet from that. Let's draw that. Let's measure from here to there. That wants to be 4 feet. So select this, make that 4 feet. And then you got 15 treads at 11 there. 15 treads at 11 would be 15 times 11 inches. I have to calculate that. That's 165 inches divided by 12 is 13 and 3/4 feet. 13 3/4 feet. I'm going to draw a line here. A dimension from here to there. And that's going to be 13.75 feet. 13.75. Right? So my stair begins here. Let me draw some red lines now to show you the outline of the stair. These are going to be a little bit exaggerated. Stair begins there, right? Continues 6'5". There's a landing that's 4 feet. If I wanted to draw that landing as a square, I draw it like that, right? And then this projection, contains 16 risers at 15 treads. So 15 treads is this 13.9, right? To make that note, I would double click the dimension and write below 15 treads at 11 inches. That's 15 treads at 11 inches. This is, to clarify, 7 treads at 11 inches. Is that right? Yeah, that would be 77 inches. Would be 6'5", yeah. 7 treads at 11 inches. This is why your annotations are important. And once you've laid out the drawing, it's easy to model the stair. Okay? Then at the second floor, just so that we can see what happens here, this would be the end of the stair. There needs to be there's a flat landing right in front of the landing that occurs next to it. And basically, we're just going to modify that floor. So the floor extends to this line. So the outline of the floor above is actually all of that. Okay? Let's begin drawing the stair. Now that we've laid it out. Architecture, stair. We're going to use the 711 because that's what she's using for risers. Okay, I'm going to draw along the exterior right support. The run, I'm going to set the run width to 4. That's the width of the stair. The stair is going to go from level 1 to level 2. And Revit's already calculated that for you. So if I start here and drag in this direction, you can see it stops. It snaps to that line that's drawn. It should tell you 8 risers drawn, so that's 7 treads, 16 remaining. Click, and then start here and continue until you run out of risers. Right, so that's the stair. Revit is going to automatically create handrails. They're annoying and they're hideous, but it does that. I don't know why this is. So to finish the stair, you click Finish Edit. Right? There's our stair. We can move. There's a section. The section is going to reveal a view that way. This section is going to reveal a view the other way, looking north. If I go to level 2, okay, I can see that my stair ends there, and I've made the change to this landing. If I select the floor, okay, and I click Edit Boundary, you can see that I've added this little shape here that is 4 feet 3 inches in depth. And in this direction, unsurprisingly, that's 4 feet because that's the width of the stair. Now we need railings and some other things here, and that'll be the subject of a different lesson. But let's go and finish. Cancel. All right, we can finish edit the that landing. Right. So if we go to this section view, we can see the stair that was created. Revit automatically tries to create these railings for you. Right. So if you wanted to remove them, you could select them and delete them. Oops. And then you would simply have the stair remaining. Okay. If we put people in here, you could see why. Let's see if we can open up a 3D view. There's a section box that I prepared earlier of the model. So this is showing, right, the solution proposed by Ping. Okay, and this is what happens in 3D. If I put shadows on, you might be able to see a little bit better. I guess that doesn't really help to clarify that, but there is the solution. Okay, remember, I'm going to add some entourage here. That is, I'm going to put person in the space so that you can see what we have to consider in 3D. So let's go to insert, load Autodesk family, entourage. I'm going to load these people. And let's put Kathy in there and Florence up here. In 3D, it's just going to snap to, right? Just going to snap to the floor. So we can move these guys around. But this is what you have to consider. If I take this citizen and raise the elevation to the, let's see, 8 times 7, 56 inches risers. So if I make this 56 inches, that person is going to be about the height of that landing. Right? This person, let's go to the section views. We have to consider, right, where, how far the person, at this point, a person's going to hit their head on the stair. Right, so you would have to go in further and create some notes showing the vertical clearances. So I'll leave for a different video the how we're going to deal with the railings.